On the nexus between the Banjul Commission and the Peace and Security Council, first and foremost, one thing that has been there for a long time and which is now being recognized and being engaged with within the framework of the AU, particularly now with the merger of the Political Affairs Unit and the Peace and Security Department, is the interrelationship between human rights and conflict. And human rights violations are both a cause of conflict and can also be, and are also consequences of conflict. And as much as the protocol establishing the Peace and Security Council mandates that there should be a relationship between the Commission and the Peace and Security Council, it didn't kick off for a while. But in recent times, there has been that engagement, and it's very important, and particularly to define its role in relation to human rights in the context of conflict, and to better understand how to position itself to engage with these issues. The Commission recently conducted a study on human rights in conflict situations, in which it really was able to identify the human rights implications of conflict situations, as well as how human rights contributes to the creation of conflict situations. And so on that basis, there have since been engagements between the Commission and the Peace and Security Council on that, and we see also deliberate effort on the part of the AUC to mainstream, of the AU rather, to mainstream human rights into its early warning prevention mechanism, its early warning and prevention mechanisms. And of course, the Commission also is quite positioned to play this role because of where it's, the role that it plays in terms of receiving information about the situation of human rights on the continent. It has, the capacity to be able to provide early warning information to the AU, even within the framework of the African Charter. There is that responsibility to provide information on situations of massive violations of human rights and situations that have a potential to create conflict situations. And so it's very important that this relationship is now ongoing, and it needs to be deepened. And the Commission itself needs to be better positioned to be able to effectively play this role as an early warning and prevention mechanism in addition to conflict situations on the African continent. And of course, to be appropriately linked up with the processes within the Peace and Security Council and the wider AU.